Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Security breach at gate 3. Intruder has been located in the north quadrant and is moving in the direction of the underground base. All units prepare to engage. Emergency battle formations. Standard battle procedures initiated. Locate and stop the intruder from entering the security area. This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill.
That was all. Let's take a look at what my grandfather was working on. A top secret military weapon. The military shut down the research because they
Hey guys, it is AK-47 Master here, and welcome back to another episode of Sonic Adventure 2. On this episode, we're going to be starting Stage 1 Iron Gate, and we're also going to be starting the Dark Side story, the villainous story. Kind of get a little background on what exactly was going on behind the scenes while Sonic and friends were going through pretty much clueless till the very end of the adventure. And when they finally found out everything that concerning Shadow, the Ultimate Life Form, Space Colony Arc. On the other hand, when you play through this story, you pretty much already know everything that's going to happen since you're playing as the mastermind himself, Eggman. Classic video game villain. And you also get to play as, of course, Rouge and Shadow the Hedgehog. So, pretty much controls are not going to be any different here. Eggman controls much like Tails, Shadow controls much like Sonic, and Rouge controls much like Knuckles. Actually, they're all pretty much exactly the same, so it's 3 different controls types, so you don't have to worry about that there. And one thing I liked about what Sonic Team did here is that instead of giving us 6 different characters to choose from, 3 of which were pretty much the same, except a difference in pacing and speed, in the sense that at least with these 2 different stories, we're playing completely different levels, whereas its predecessor SA1 had you playing through like the same 15 or so stages, and some of them were available for certain characters, some of them weren't. And, you know, some characters had more levels to choose from than others. So I feel that at least this way we get 30 levels, all unique in their own way at least. And, you know, it's kind of cool that we don't have to play through the same 15 levels like 2 or 3 times, which was the case in SA1. Kind of annoying. Something I didn't really like about that game. One of the gripes I had. But hey, it was their first real Sonic game, because of course 3D Blast came out, I believe, for the Genesis a couple of years before SA1 came out, or a couple of years before. I'll just say that. I don't know the exact release date, because obviously it's not exactly the most memorable Sonic game. You know, it's not something like, I don't know, like the first Sonic the Hedgehog or the second, where, you know, I know the date already. You know, who cares about 3D Blast? It was a test, but it was a failure. And then came, I believe, Sonic Jam, which was like, I believe that was the graphics test, or testing for SA1. It was running the SA1 engine, and the graphics were not on par with what the game actually showed. Well, actually, I believe, yeah, they weren't on par, but I'm just remembering now that the Dreamcast version of Sonic Adventure 1 wasn't that great graphically, because I'm so used to the, I'm so used to, whatchamacallit, you have to trigger this little cutscene before you can do it, before you can move on. So I'm used to the GameCube version, which does have improved graphics, which is, you know, what I'm used to playing pretty much. So never actually got to play through the Genesis or the Dreamcast version. So I'm guessing the graphics weren't all that different. Anyways, we'll finish the level here. First level of the Dark Side story. Hopefully we get a decent ranking here. It looks like we will. And rank C. All right. Not great, not bad, you know, right in the middle. And this is on a different file because I wanted to get the little cutscene in the beginning, so that's why the emblem count is not the same. I will be doing this level, and of course, any more progress we make on this episode off screen. And I'm going to shut up now.
So this is the military's top secret weapon. It's a lot smaller than I expected. Enter user data. Enter password. Password is Maria. Maria. Now all I have to do is to place the Chaos Emerald into this console. to spoil my plans again. Wait a minute. You're not Sonic. This is impossible.
My name is Shadow. Since you were so kind to release me, my master, I will grant you one wish.
Now what?
Behold the true power I possess.
Alright, and now we're going to be able to actually play as Shadow. So the first time you ever got to play as Shadow in this game was against the Hotshot boss, which of course is a parallel to Bigfoot, which was the first Sonic boss battle in the hero story. Pretty much the same idea. Looks exactly the same. I believe this one's a bit more difficult, I'm not sure. And alright, Shadow, pretty much like I said before, same controls, and as you can see, this is what makes it kinda hard, kinda difficult, I'd say, is that he has a lock-on feature to try to shoot a little like blast at you, like a chemical or whatever blast, a biological blast. I don't want to say that, that sounds cool, like biological blast, I don't know. I'm a science geek, just leave me alone. But yeah, so Shadow controls pretty much the same as Sonic. One thing I always loved about Shadow is how he has like this skating looking thing whenever he runs really fast, is that his shoes actually light up, and it's like, I don't know, like hot air being released. I don't know, it always looked cool to me personally. And well, I actually gave this thing to land. I gave it a chance. I kind of forgot I was playing for a second, so I was just trying to point out that Sonic, or not Sonic, Shadow is like hovering on the ground. He's not even running, he's just hovering, which I always thought that was cool. So yeah, this is it, the ultimate life form, or so it is said to be, Shadow the Hedgehog. This is what Eggman's grandfather was working on for quite some time, and then the research got shut down because pretty much, you know, he's Eggman's grandfather. He's bound to be a mad scientist, much like his descendant, Dr. Robotnik himself. And that's pretty much it for Big Shot. Alright, there we go.
Pathetic humans.
Destroying that guard robot was spectacular. So, Shadow, you are the military's top secret weapon. But what did you mean when you said you will grant me a wish?
Bring more Chaos Emeralds.
Shadow, wait!
I'll be waiting for you in the central control room on the Space Colony Ark.
Ark.
Okay, we don't need to see this. We already saw this before. I'm gonna just skip this right here. And as you could guess, we are going to now play as Rouge, the third and final character you could play as in the Dark Side story. And I always loved that little cutscene with Shadow and Eggman, where Shadow's just like, just bring more emeralds and meet me on the Space Colony Ark. Then Eggman just goes crazy and wild, like, Ark? What? I don't know, I always thought that was really cool. Like, Shadow's just so nonchalant about it. He's like, just meet me in space. And Eggman's like, space? That's freaking crazy. And I would react the same way, or at least in a similar way. I don't know, I'm a pretty chill dude. I'm not one to yell and scream and go crazy. As you can probably tell from my commentary, I'm more of a chill type of guy. That's just the way I roll. And blue box surrounded by four steaks? Something like that? I don't know. Not the meat kind of steak. More like the Big Oasis. More like the other type of steak. You know, like something you can stake in the ground. Something like that. Anyways, the gimmick with this level, Dry Lagoon, is that I believe if you go down here, there should be a turtle around here somewhere. Yeah, right here, I believe. So you want to move this turtle. You want to destroy this robot so the turtle will go into the water. And in order to reach the other half, or the second half of this level, you have to get on the turtle and press B to move. So there you go. Quite nice. And right here we already got an emerald, as you can see. Well, at least it's really close to us, I believe. Nope, we gotta go back down. And it should be around here. I see the stakes. Where the heck is it? Unless it's a moving emerald. Nice, alright. The first emerald we almost get is a moving one. That would suck. Let Let's hear the hitbox, and the box on the platform sticking out above the water. Okay, that kind of helps. How about this one? Nope, same thing I guess. Same hint at least. Yep, right here. Have to be in this one. There we go. Nice. Okay, this is the huge oasis. I always like this level. As you could probably guess, it's a parallel to Knuckles level, first level, and this is definitely should be a hint that this is a parallel to Knuckles' first level. And they're gonna do that with a lot of these levels. Protector of the pond, Protector of the pond. So is that the turtle? Let's go back here. Whatever. Let's try again. And I kind of like how they did that. It's like instead of copying and pasting the same exact levels, they kind of give them their own little taste and flavor, so to speak. And they're kind of unique in the sense that they have different palettes and setups. Like, I mean, Knuckles level didn't have a second area to it. Like this level, like this stage has a whole second area, the huge oasis. And instead of it being in a desert, it's an oasis. That's like the complete opposite of a desert. So I don't know, I really liked how Sonic Team did that, because they could have just did what they did back in SA1 and copy and paste the actual level designs and whatnot, but they didn't. They chose to be creative, which I like. And here we go, we got the second one. And this last one is probably going to end up being, we gotta get another hint. It's probably gonna end up being back in Huge Oasis, I believe. I don't know. I don't think there's any more here, so let's go back to Huge Oasis nonetheless, because we didn't really get to explore all of it, I believe. Or at least we only explored a small tidbit of it. So it's definitely not here. No, I thought that was like an Easter egg for Froggy. For those of you who play the first SA1 should know who he is. That thing was freaking annoying to get. Beneath the stone face. Okay, so we pretty much know generally where this thing should be. I believe, is it over here? Nope, just more frogs. And look, you can actually go under here. Again, just like Knuckles, can go underwater. And crap. It was just here. What the heck? Oh, there we go. Nice. So that's pretty much about it for this episode. I has been AK47 Master. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Sonic Adventure 2. Kind of longer than usual. And that's what she said, so that's pretty much it for me. I'm going to be going. See you guys in the next episode. Alright, peace out.